the rest of the news making waves in South Korea. Last month, the South Korean opposition lawmaker was arrested on charges of plotting an armed rebellion to help overthrow the South Korean government in the event of war on the divided peninsula. The MP, Lee Seok-ki, who's affiliated with the far-left United Progressive Party, became the first member of the National Assembly to face treason charges since democratically elected leaders replaced the country's previous military dictators. So is South Korea facing a genuine threat against its national security, or is this situation being used to justify a witch hunt against a left-wing activist? This report by Marie Linton, Guillaume Bression and Samuel Sung Lee and Justin Curry.
Every Saturday in Seoul, South Korean nationalists gather to hurl insults at North Korea. But now they have a new target: fellow South Koreans whom they accuse of supporting the Communist North.
We came to make it clear that we want to destroy North Korean sympathizers and break up their group. These people are not fit to be South Korean citizens.
The demonstrators have set their sights on members of a left-wing party who've been accused of conspiring to help North Korea overthrow the government in the south. The allegations have gripped South Korea. 4 members of the Unified Progressive Party have been indicted, including Lee Seok-ki. Lee, who's awaiting trial, is the first South Korean lawmaker to have been imprisoned on treason charges in the south since the country became a democracy in the 1980s.
For the time being, Mr. Lee can't meet anyone, not even members of his family.
Kim could be the next UPP lawmaker facing indictment, but she insists her party has not broken the law.
The problem is that you're considered an enemy of South Korea simply for not criticizing North Korea. The situation in this country is increasingly resemblant of a witch hunt.
This independent filmmaker believes he too is a victim of that witch hunt. In his new documentary, Kim challenges the official explanation of the 2010 sinking of the Chonan, a South Korean naval ship in which 46 sailors died. The film suggests that the vessel may not have been struck by a North Korean torpedo. Today, right-wingers are trying to stop the documentary from being shown to anti-government protesters.
No matter how hard any group or person in power tries to stop the film from being shown, the screenings will go ahead.
Although legal attempts to ban the film were unsuccessful, it's been dropped by Megabox, a major South Korean cinema chain.
I was shocked by what happened because I had always thought that South Korea was a democracy that guaranteed freedom of speech. But under this conservative government, the atmosphere has changed.
But the government's tough stance towards suspected North Korean sympathizers is popular among South Koreans. According to a recent poll in the Jungang Ilbo newspaper, 62% of respondents said they wanted the Unified Progressive Party to be dissolved, and 71% said arresting Lee Seok-ki was appropriate.
Andrew Salmon in Seoul, what is the latest on that case?
Well, I think your report pretty much summed up the latest in the case. I think there's a broader question here, which is the role of the NIS, the National Intelligence Service, which provided the intelligence leading to the arrest of Lee Seok-ki. The NIS itself is under a probe for its alleged vote rigging during last year's presidential election. So there remain a large number of unanswered questions hanging over this case at present.
I'll continue to follow them with your help, Andrew Salmon. Thank you very much indeed. That was Asia Live. In just a couple of minutes, all the very latest international headlines. Do stay with us.